My name is Melissa Grant. I'm 40 years old, a successful psychology professor, but I've carried a secret my entire life, a mistake I made at 20. I gave birth to a child and abandoned him. Back then, fear and selfishness consumed me. I left him at an orphanage and moved on with my life. Since that day, this secret has remained buried deep within me. But no secret stays hidden forever. I met Jack at a university event. He introduced himself as a curious student. At first, it was a typical academic interaction. But there was something about Jack, the depth in his eyes, the sharpness in his words, that drew me in. I started meeting him outside of class. Jack was always attentive, asking questions that felt almost too personal, as though he could see right through me. His attention both thrilled and unnerved me. One day, Jack gave me an old teddy bear. The moment I saw it, my heart sank. It looked exactly like the one I'd left with my child all those years ago. I asked Jack about it, but he just smirked and said, "It's just an old toy, isn't it?" From that day on, an unease settled in my mind. Not long after, I received a text message from an unknown number. "Your child is still waiting for you." That message changed everything. I tried to confront Jack, but he dodged my questions while dropping cryptic remarks that only deepened my anxiety. My search led me to the Appalachian Regional Psychiatric Hospital, where I discovered that the child I had abandoned was still alive and had been institutionalized. My blood ran cold when I realized he had been at the same facility where Jack once stayed. I wanted to see my son, but fear paralyzed me. Years of suppressed guilt weighed heavily on my heart. I didn't visit him, didn't reach out. I avoided facing the truth. Jack must have sensed my hesitation. Our relationship grew darker. He began sharing unsettling stories, recounting memories that weren't his to know. Then, one evening, he looked me in the eye and said, "What can someone who abandoned their own blood offer anyone else?" That line shattered me. My initial fascination with Jack turned into pure dread. I sought help from the police and filed for a restraining order. Police officers started guarding my house. I thought I was safe, until the morning I woke up to find red words scrawled across my living room wall. The shadow was here. Jack had managed to slip past the officers and into my home. That morning, I realized I had completely lost control of my life. Jack wasn't just a shadow, he was the embodiment of every mistake and regret I had ever buried. And I knew I could never outrun him.
Jack may be here, maybe right next to you.